Self-efficacy is the heart of my study because self-efficacy illustrates the confidence, the integrity of a teacher, and the passion. When I enter the field of education, whether it's teaching, whether it's coaching, whether it's leadership, it's a passion. I don't look at it as a job because it's something I love to do. I love working with students, right? I love helping the teachers, providing professional development. I also love to review data and observe students and understand the needs of those particular students. So it's a hobby to me. But when we speak about self-efficacy, when we're speaking about new teachers, there are many things we need to understand. And as I said before, I illustrated that we were speaking about Bandura because Bandura defined perceived self-efficacy as people's judgments of their capabilities to organize and execute courses of action required to obtain designated types of performance. What are you as a new teacher willing to do in order to help yourself grow and your students? And that's self-efficacy. Are you confident enough within your subject in order to teach it, in order to analyze it, in order to have results? That is the questions. And teachers with low self-efficacy often spend little effort or time in finding materials, planning lessons that challenge students. Sometimes they show little persistence with students having difficulty and display little to no varieties of teaching. Now, when we're speaking about first through fifth year teachers, that all ties back to training. That's why inductive programs are so important in order to assist students in, assist teachers in having those tools and skills in order to become effective in the classroom. And those mentors are very important. And I don't believe, as I was interviewing these teachers and these principals and these superintendents, I do not believe that teachers come to school and say, you know what, I don't want to teach students. I don't want to do lesson plans. I don't want to do anything of this nature. I don't want to have a variety of different teaching approaches. That's not the case. I believe that due to lack of training, maybe teachers have ran out of different sources. And so induction programs are very important. Once again, we go back to that 65% who indicated that they leave the profession due to the lack of training and also self-efficacy, which means that they're not confident in their teaching and plus discipline. And teachers with high levels of self-efficacy, what I discovered, are more likely to seek out resources and develop challenging lessons, persistent with students who are struggling and teaching a multitude of ways that promote understanding. That goes with training teachers. It's very important when we train teachers to understand and teach teachers how to diagnose various students. And when we speak about diagnose, once those students are in the classroom, it's important that their work is analyzed and it's important that research is conducted in order to have other activities that will assist students in effective instruction. Now then, many times as an educator, as a teacher, we have to go above and beyond, which means sometimes we have to get out there and research and add different things to the lesson to help students learn. And that is just part of teaching, and that's part of training. I remember when I was at Baylor University, and it was very important. Our professor always told us, you always have your curriculum. You always go by the TEKS. You have your curriculum. And when analyzing students, sometimes you have to go out and research. That's what libraries are for, right? That's what Google is for. That's what spending time analyzing scores and things of that nature is for, so that each individual student can have an IEP plan. Because as I said before, I still believe that every student doesn't wear the same size of shoes. I still believe that if you line students up, or if you line educators up on one line, right, and you ask them to run, I don't believe that everybody's going to get the same place. That's just like education. And many teachers during this study indicated that they feel like, right, that the pacing, they have to be up with everyone else. When we speak about pacing, we're speaking about making sure that we're working on the same skill. Now, what the student needs is different because you may have to spend a little bit more time, and that's called working in small group, right? And so we have to really articulate and communicate to these new teachers what we mean by pacing. It's very important. So when I come back with my other studies, we will analyze the variables and I will tell you the different instruments that I utilize. I will give you percentages from the surveys and the interviews I've conducted, and I will give you the final results, but you must come back. Be sure to connect with me at emonya_love@yahoo.com. This is Dr. Alfreda Love with some analysis and secrets of teacher retention. I want you to come back. We do have a national blog. I will be sharing that with you. I have 2 different blog sessions that I need to be on tomorrow. So you have a great night and thank you so much for listening. I will answer questions tomorrow as well because I have over 30 questions and I want to make sure that this video is not too long. All right. Thank you.